and welcome to RCindustry.
This one goes out to Leah.
Well, horse little Eva.
Hot damn, we got another one. A 1979 Chrysler 300.
Seen a picture of you last Saturday night. Didn't know it was you, but you're looking alright. I didn't understand it, but I wanted you to know. Where did you come from, baby? Where did you go when, baby? Yeah.
Well, hey, if you don't like fixing things and making them just like brand used, this channel may not be for you. Well, hey, it's Rick here. So, it's a nice kind of warm day out here. So I thought maybe we'd come out here and work on the CrustyChrysler. We need to power wash that thing because I've got some surprises that are going in under the hood there, and we need to get that thing cleaned up a little bit because it's a mess. And it's got barnacles growing on it from the last 30 years, and inside on the engine is really dirty. So let's take a gander just once, and I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about. All right, show you more. All right, well, what we got here is this thing is a mess, and you can see that the carburetor or the fuel make it happener or whatever you want to call it, that atomizing delivery system for the intake is missing. So what I thought we should do, since we're obviously going to be doing something here and we're going to be doing something back there too, is we need to tape this off, and then so stuff doesn't get in it, and then I want to power wash this. We're going to soak it down with some spray, and then we're going to power wash it. I also want to tape off that fuel line because I don't want fuel getting back in there, or I mean water getting back in there. So, all right, so let's get busy, seal that off, and then we'll get to spraying it down. Show you more. Yep. Got some goodies coming for this part right here. We're going to talk about that a little later on. Lay that down in there. Let's wipe this off a little. I'm going to put a little duct tape, like I said, over that fuel line because I think we're going to have to change the fuel line a little bit. But for now, I don't want to get anything down in the pipe because we do have a new fuel pump on here. If you've watched the previous episodes, you would know that. And if you haven't, why, just click on back there on the CrustyChrysler series. Give it a shot. Just watch it one time. So, all right, let's hose this thing down. Using this flavor today from the good old Rural King store. Just soak it down good. I'm just going to clean it all up here. So that's the plan. We'll see how good that plan goes. I'm getting more shaving cream around this than the first time I tried to shave. Can't even see the front of this motor. And I know that there is stuff down in there somewhere that's probably dirty. Okay, before we get to power washing this, I want to thank all the subscribers and the people that have commented. There's been several really good comments on this car and what I really probably need to do with it, I mean, because as you know, it has this lean burn system on it, and this lean burn system is a joke, and I knew that going into it, but I thought maybe I could manipulate it around and get it to work. However, what I have found is that this lean burn system does work directly with the advance on the distributor, distributor, and it doesn't have a vacuum advance on it. So really, to get that power curve, they lean things out in order to do it and some stuff, and you know, that's just ridiculous. So we're ripping all that off, and yes, I did get the carburetor tore apart, and yes, I did break off one of the air adjustment of fuel mixture screws, and yes, I did go buy some parts down at the junkyard, and yes, I do still have all those parts. So, but we have, and I'm getting ready to show you in a minute a little sneak preview, but we do have some new parts to go on this car to try to make it a little more reliable and to have a little bit of power. I want it to be able to pull itself out of this hole here, you know, because it just barely runs now. Anyway, and we did get some new fuel line because, as you saw in a previous episode, the fuel line has multiple holes in it. Now, I haven't scoped the tank out yet, so that's something we have to do. I've got to get my scope down in the tank, look and see how dirty and nasty it is, or perhaps it isn't, but you know, I can't hardly believe that it wouldn't be after all these years. But so we're going to do that too. But today, after I show you the sneak preview of what we're putting in this thing, we are going to power wash this baby and make it look like brand used.
Making things just like brand used, baby.
Okay, first thing on the agenda is what I talked about, is some new fuel line. Got that from Jegs, and skip over that box. And we got a spreadboard or a square bore adapter plate thingy, bob, job thing, whatever that's called, from Mr. Gasket. And then I don't think I'm going to actually show you what's in this box. And let's leave that for a surprise when we get to it. But I will tell you that it has the number 600 in it. Anyway, stay tuned for more on that. Now, let's get to the power washing.
This one goes out to Leah tonight. Well, I've seen a picture of you last Saturday night. Didn't know it was you, but you're looking alright. I didn't understand it, but I wanted you to know. Where did you come from, baby? Where did you go when, baby? Yeah. Well, I hear you headed up to Southern California, where the weather is warmer and the air is golden, and had a friend, my hand and me, ready to love you and you, baby, yeah, and you, baby, yeah, oh, and you, baby.
Okay, I think you get the point here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and scooch all the way across this and get this all power washed off. Now, I will tell you that I'm trying to be particularly careful along here because this pinstriping is probably original to the car. Well, I know it came out with this, but the reason I say this is probably original, if you look here, they have painted, when they repainted some of this car, this part's got a paint line and there's a paint line here, so they must have taped this part off and then tried to feather in the paint to match. So if you stand back and look at it, you can really see a difference along this bottom area versus the top area as far as color. So, and I'm pretty sure that this fender has probably been replaced, and of course there's been body work done around the wheel wells. So, and you know, the hose kind of blew a hole right in the middle of that thing. Well, guys and gals, there's half of it. You can see obviously this side is not clean, this side is. And I know what a lot of you are saying. You're like, well, Rick, why in the world would you try to tear up the vehicle by power washing it, and you should sand that down and Hey, this is not a restoration. This is a repair. This is to try to make it like brand used. We need somebody else to step up and restore this car. I kept it from being crushed or demo derbied or parted out. This thing's got an original title that shows it's a Chrysler 300. It's not a Cordoba makeover. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and finish power washing this thing, and then we're going to pop the hood and clean the inside of it out and let it dry out. And in the next couple of days, we'll do another video and see if we can do a little magic on the inside of this engine compartment. Alright, show you more. Well, hey guys, that probably about does it for today. The CrustyChrysler needs to dry out a little bit. So anyway, the next time we get on this, hopefully we'll be putting them little surprises down under the hood. Remember, we make it just like brand used.